I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, what's good, party people? Party people, what's good? Can y'all hear me? Should I use this microphone? Should I talk into this mic so that y'all can hear me? What's good? What's good? What's good? Party people, it's good to be with y'all. I'm your man's Uncle Freezy. What's good? Sorry about being late, man. I got some stuff. I'm trying to work on this stuff behind the scenes, man. It's an animal. But you know what, though? They call us animal thugs when we in cages. That's a hip hop reference from a song that I used to like a long time ago. What? Yeah, remember that? Or maybe that's too old. Maybe that joint's like 25 years old. What's good, party people? What's good? Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. What's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? It's good to be with y'all. It is good to be with y'all, right? So we lose to the Denver Nuggets. Can't say that I'm surprised that we lost. Right? I can't say that I'm surprised that we lost. I'm a little surprised about how we lost. Right? Can't say I'm surprised about the loss. But I can say that I'm surprised about how we lost. You know what I mean? It was a little frustrating. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. I'm trying to work on some stuff. I'm just gonna let it go organically. Right. I'm just gonna let it go. Right. Right. I'm gonna let that go. I ain't gonna worry about none of the tech stuff. I need some counseling, right? I need some counseling. I need some friends. I need some Knicks family to help counsel me through this rough patch, which is the Denver Nuggets loss. Do I have anybody out there that can pass along some positive vibes? Some positive vibes. I'm in my mind, I'm looking to move on to Phoenix. But at the same time, I can't get it in gear about how we lost to Denver. Right? Chop low. That's one way I can get over it. Elfrid Payton can't freaking shoot. I guess that's my way of coping with losses. Elfrid Payton can't shoot. Right? Did anybody in here watch the game? Did I watch this game by myself? Did I watch this game by myself? Did I watch this game by myself? Because I literally watched that Lisa Stansfield chick that has an axe to grind against us, help blow the whistle 4 times in 37 real-time seconds. Did anybody else watch that Lisa Stansfield chick? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Been around the world and I can't find my baby. Yeah, her crew blew the whistle 4 times in the first 37 seconds. Bruh, listen to me. Ladies, chicks, listen to me. They blew the whistle 4 times in the first 37 seconds of the game. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing. Look, don't get me started. Okay. All right. Maybe that was a little too far. Maybe quoting Kanye in this, and maybe quoting Kanye West is inappropriate right now, so I won't do that. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but okay, no, I'm not going to quote Kanye West, okay? All right. Kanye West is not the philosopher we need to go to right now. The great American poet, Kanye West. No, we don't need to quote Kanye right now. Right. Now's not the time to quote Kanye West. Right? So we won't do that. But listen. I know the Knicks are a physical team. I came on this joint right here and bragged about how physical we are. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I kind of scolded some of y'all. I was like, y'all keep thinking the Knicks the Knicks' best asset is defense. No, their best asset, and this is me mocking myself. This is me making an attempt to sound like Uncle Freezy, who is really myself. I am Uncle Freezy. I am attempting to sound like myself in that moment, which is strange, but life is strange. I am gonna make an attempt to sound like myself, mocking myself about mocking y'all about the defense being the number 1 strength of the New York Knicks. Y'all keep saying that the defense is the number 1 strength of the Knicks when it's not, bro. I'm here to tell you. Listen to Uncle Freezy. He's smart. Now, remind you, this is me, Uncle Freezy, making an attempt to sound like myself in that moment. This is me attempting to sound like myself in that moment, right? Their number 1 trait, their best trait It's physicality. Y'all remember me saying that? Y'all remember me saying that, right? Yeah, I said that. I said that. I said that, right? Because it was a smart thought back then, right? I don't believe in takes. People are like, why you always say thoughts? I just don't believe in takes, bro. I don't believe in trolling a smart audience, right? I don't believe in trolling a small audience, right? Like, I'm not legit gonna be like, what would make Anthony 212 type something? What would make Anthony 212 type something? Maybe if I said Julius Randle should be moved to point guard, would that get Anthony 212 to type something? That's not me, bro. That is not who I am. I believe if you put smart people in a room, they will conversate about something smart. Right? So I don't believe in takes and reactions. I'm not going to put a video out there. Uncle Freezy's reaction to the refs axe to grind against the Knicks. No, I ain't going to do that, bro. I leave that to the big boys who lack content. Big boys with all those resources can't come up with content. Right? Maybe I'm fired up because I hate to see my team lose. Y'all ever consider that? Pudge Nice. Would y'all consider this? Uncle Freezy is always greasy after a loss because he hates to see his team lose. Y'all ever consider that? Pudge Nice, think about what I'm asking you. Because people legit criticize me for being greasy after a loss. Uncle Freezy, your mouth be mighty slick after a loss, bro. What's happening? Well, did you ever consider that I don't like to see my team lose? Y'all ever consider that? Y'all ever? And these are my homies I'm talking to now. I ain't talking greasy at them. I want them to help me. Right? I want them to help me. Julian Blum, you've been watching for a long time, bro. A long time, right? You notice the trend, right? After every loss, I'm unconsolable. What's the word when you can't be consoled? Unconsolable? Is unconsolable a word? I'm unconsolable after a loss. I'm unconsolable after a loss, and I talk greasy about everybody that's not a Knick. And I don't care. I don't. I don't like watching my team lose. Period. Period. So much so that when my good friend Starchild, aka Cornerstone Kev, went to the game that we lost to the Phoenix Suns, when he came on the show the next day, I called him Crossover Kev. I called him the bad luck charm. And Cornerstone Kev is my friend. So he's like, no, calm down, Uncle Freezy. What's wrong with you? You spraying bullets everywhere, bro. You hitting your homeboys with friendly fire. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry for doing Cornerstone Kev dirty, right? I called him Crossover Kev. Like, Crossover Kev, you went to the game, you the bad luck charm. Right? I called him the bad luck charm. And I shouldn't have did that. Because he's Star Child. That's Star Child, man. That's Star Child, bro. How you diss Star Child, Uncle Freezy? Yo!
Hey, the mothership connection just had a speed bump, But I feel the same way as you do, man. I mean, within the first like 3 minutes of the game, man, that's when it was decided.
Bro,
You got a foul, you got two fouls on RJ, then you got a foul on Nolans,
Noel.
and then
Yep. And then Thibodeau get teed up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
get teed up, man.
In 37 seconds.
In 37 seconds. The thing with this team with the Denver Nuggets is you can't give them points. You
Right.
cannot, because you'll blink and what you saw, we were down 20. What was it? 20 to 6 or 20-3 or something like that.
We
And
were
then
down 27-7.
to 7, and those points kept adding and adding, and you're not going to beat it. You're not going to. I mean, it could be done.
Right.
It could be done. Shout out to CP because I asked, can you win a game when you're in the fourth quarter down 20? And he said yes. That's the only thing I'm gonna give him. But when you're down that much to that team like that has a perennial MVP, he's gonna win that. And Joker's gonna win that MVP. I'm sorry.
I think Julius Randle played himself down the peg.
Right. Yeah. But when you're down like that, you're not gonna you can be very optimistic as you can, but then reality has got to set in. For you to win that game, everything has to go. When you're down by that deficit, everything has to go perfectly, which means that you can't have no empty trips.
Right.
You've got to get every rebound.
Yep.
And every steal.
Right.
And we couldn't we can do that. A few things showed me watching that game. It showed me that, number one, and I'm sorry, Hoodie Kev, I'm sorry, but we made the wrong pick in that draft between Mikal Bridges and Michael Porter. I mean, Michael Porter looks like freaking. He looked like a cog that could have, really helped us last night if he was, playing for us. He would have gotten his playing time. That's number one. Yeah, that's number one. Number two, last night I was on Sim's podcast, and I said, you know what? I'm going to eliminate the elephant in the room. Alfred Payton cost us that game. Alfred Payton cost us that game. I'm going to say it again. Ooh. Alfred Payton cost us that game.
Ooh.
I mean, I know there's blame to go everywhere, but he was one of the main culprits. You can't be having – you should have been the way he is and the way that other point guard for Denver, that I can't even pronounce the Argentinian's name.
Campuzzo.
Yeah. Alfred should have been taking him to school. But no, he gets turnover after turnover. Bunnies that he was supposed to have, he didn't get. How many times did he drive and either miss a layup or try to? What was the one that he was trying to get it to New Orleans Noel, and Noel tried to hit a jump shot and that didn't work for him? Come on, man. Come on. So that was, a couple of things. Hey, what's up there, Mr. Knicks Optimistic Prime?
Hey guys, good morning. Good morning, Uncle Freeze. Good morning, Mr. Kev. Kev, I'm gonna have to disagree. I actually had to come in to disagree.
Be my guest, because everybody else is because last night everybody on the panel was disagreeing with me. So go right ahead.
I believe at the beginning of the game, Alfred does deserve some blame, but the blame was like a Rico. It was like literally you got to blame each one of those guys that started. Randall was nowhere. You said
it was a Rico. It was a dragnet.
It was racketeering, trafficking. It was like a gang affiliation.
He's trying to get everybody.
I'm trying to get everybody.
Conspiracy, everybody.
And the other thing is, you got to go back to the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third quarter. Alfred was the only push that you saw for a minute. Alfred was actually going at it with a Campasso. I guess again there was no match because Campasso is a little guy surrounded by a bunch of big guys. So Campasso was just balling out there. We had no match for that little guy.
Which is a reason why I can't wait for
Luka.
if he gets I can't wait for him to come in, man.
Right.
Because that's going to spell us for our starting point guard, and two, an Argentinian going up against Argentina when we meet up again and everything. I just think that I just really think that we could have put in a better effort than we did last night, and we could have. This is one of the worst losses we had since the Milwaukee game.
We came in very deflated from the beginning. I was like, "What is like we? You know how they keep saying vintage Rose, vintage Melo. We were the vintage Knicks last night.
Exactly.
It was disastrous, and
it was Lisa's
tried, but they opened it so big. You know, it was a 28-point lead that it was just like, whoa, like they just smacked us in the face from the get-go. And like even when guys try to come back, because Noel tried to Nerlens Noel had amazing blocks. But we don't have, like that's when the people that kept trying to dismiss Mitch because of his first real injury. Like, look, Mitchell Robinson would have stood up to Jokic.
Yes. Oh, yes.
The way Noel jumps is more of he's like an avatar. Mitchell is more like, yo, this is my pain. You understand? Like, there's a difference between these two guys. We might bring both of them, but the way people were like, oh, we could just replace Mitchell with Noel. No, Mitch is needed right now, and I hope the leg is getting better because we're gonna need him in the playoff because
it's the foot. It's the foot.
It's the foot,
it's the foot, and I think he will. We're going to need him. The way Jokic played is, if we meet up, is what Embiid will be. Towards that, and
he's only 26. He's only 26.
Yeah.
Just, oh my God, the talent of that kid, man. Like MVP all throughout, man. Like
I get, but here's the thing. What I was saying about Alfred, when you look at him and you look at Rose, what's the one thing that Rose does on a consistent basis?
He like speeds up he actually passes the ball, actually.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Am I right, Freeze? Am I right, Freeze?
Yeah, I'm with you.
He goes to pass the ball most of the times.
Yes. Every time I see Alfred play, a lot of times, if it's not Randall, he's out for himself. He really is. He really is. And we've seen this. Go ahead.
But Cornerstone, like, this is the thing. Like, for example, if the first 5 minutes is not working, why do you leave Alfred for 12 minutes in there?
Exactly. That's on Tibbs.
And that's not Alfred's fault. That's not Alfred's fault.
No, not at all. That's on a coaching thing. That's on a coaching
because
thing.
Because the guys are not even contributing. The thing I see about Alfred, and like again, I spend so much time saying bad things about Alfred Payton that like now I'm one of those persons that I see the things that we neglect to see. Like the way he was forcing it. He was forcing it for a minute. There was two back-to-back plays that he stole the ball. He scored, and then he stole the ball again, and he scored. Like he went into the line. Exactly. I believe he missed the shot, but he got a beautiful N1. So we see glimpses of him. So like, let's just not dismiss us because like he's put in a bad position from the get-go. Another thing is, quickly was exposed in this game. Quickly was looking like there was he had a few 3-point shots to cover up for those floaters were getting denied. Like, man, these guys were one on top of each other. There were like two guys blocking just quickly.
Yeah,
like,
I call that
quickly was bad. Last night.
I call that not doing your homework, because if he would have studied the way this team plays, he would have known that he can't really get those shots off the way he usually does. I don't think he was exposed. I just think that he made some bad decisions.
I'm just talking about in terms of like the bench had a bad time too. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
like the
absolutely.
starters had a bad time. Everybody like that.
Yeah, Burks had a bad time. Burks
Like
had
it's
a
just
bad
like
time.
it's a really, and you know what's funny when you watch the game. You
Mhm.
know, I watched it on NBA League, so I have the options to watch it. You know, on
Yeah.
MSG. And
Yeah.
you know what's the name of their network?
What's the name of the network?
Altitude.
Altitude. Altitude.
I was like, oh, that's grimy. Like, come on,
Altitude.
don't stop reminding me. So yeah, so it was bad. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. And hold on one second. CP, you talking all this mouth in the chat. Come on the panel and speak your mind. You have no problem speaking your mind on the chat. Speak your mind now, fool. Continue, Knicks.
No, yeah, I'm not saying he
Hey,
had a
yeah,
bad game.
yeah, come
Quickly
on,
did score
Woodrow.
18 games. Quickly did score 18 games, but
Yeah.
but
He didn't
but
score.
he also
He said
cost us like
18 games.
He meant
18
18,
points.
18 points.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. The last night was so bad that I slept like a baby. Like I was just
Oh
like,
man.
what happened, yo? Like
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I turned it off when it was like
no, I did
9
turn
minutes.
it on. I turned
9
it back
minutes left.
on
Yeah.
because I turned it back on because like what happens is that look, if we get to expose, we get to blame Alfred a lot because we get to see a lot of time with Alfred, right? And then at the end, we did so like Nas, like Kevin Knox was actually playing pretty good at the end, even though he had 3 minutes in garbage time. You know, I saw
Yeah.
Theo Pinson playing. Yo, we had a lot of fans in that crowd.
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely. We
when
worldwide.
Fernando was hitting shots, MVP. So like that validated us a lot too. Just seeing that, yo, you know what? Our guys are losing, but we have Knicks fans in the crowd actually waking their fans up because now their fans had to scream for their team. Because you know what I'm trying to say? Like there was actually a lot of Knicks fans in there. So man, it's a learning type of loss, man. Like
loss,
we cannot, like, you know what I didn't like yesterday, and can I just say, like, I turned off watching everybody's stream, not because I'm a sore loser, but because let's say a lot of people were just talking about next year, just like even Jay Boogie was a victim of that.
Yeah.
Jay Boogie started talking about next year. I'm like, hold on, player. Remember the guy from the WWE? Hold on, player. Like, what we talking about next year? We in the playoff already. So like, we gotta like not fall down to the sticks. We won 1.5 away from the Hawks. So we gotta win the next game and the next game and the next game, and we have three good last games to end the season. You know,
Gas. Let me say something, man.
Yeah.
So Jay Boogie is a saint, and he our half brother. You know what I'm saying? Jay Boogie is a saint, bro. You know what I'm saying? March 6th.
But when I saw him saying that, that scared me.
Let me finish. Let me finish. So Jay Boogie is a saint, bro. May 6th is Jay Boogie Day. I'm writing that down right now. I'm officially naming May 6th of every year.
Yeah.
For the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
Today his birthday.
Boogie Day.
See that cornerstone, Kev? I know how to suck up to the old school MBK cats. Hey, Jay Boogie.
Jay Boogie Day.
My man.
I'm gonna send him a text and let him know. I'm a yeah, man.
How did this become? What did I miss? Can fill me in a little bit?
Nick's gas. Nick's gas threw some shade at Jay Boogie, and it wasn't venomous. It wasn't venomous shade. It wasn't venomous shade.
Some shade. I'm saying
it wasn't venomous.
We gotta be grown men. We gotta be grown men. If that
we gonna be grown men all the time, bro.
If that side of the fan base says, if he says next year, I get scared because I'm like, did we get beat this much that we're already talking about next year? Because like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not this like Man, why are we so like? It's not shade. It's nothing like that. It's not gossip. It's
No,
mostly like
the only one that throws shade is CP the artist because he thinks he is an artist. He ain't no artist. He's a con artist. That's what he is.
But what
All
you
right.
don't know is
CP.
he doesn't think that shade, Cornerstone Kev. That's just his normal personality. He's just
Right.
wired like that.
Yeah.
Right. He just
Are you talking about CP?
yeah. I told y'all, man. CP the artist is your homeboy with Sasquatch feet. Every time he show up, he stomp out the mood, but he do it unintentionally. So you can't get on him. You just got to show him love. Like, bro, did you really have to come in so hardcore? Bro, you couldn't. Did you really have to stomp out the mood with them size 17s?
Hey, he's so rotten. Here's the thing. He's so rotten. You know those M&M commercials where someone was taking a bite out of the M&M, whoever was like the plain one or the peanut one.
Yeah.
He's so rotten that nobody gonna take a bite out of him because he's so rotten.
You can't take him trick or treating. You said he can't.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
safe. He's safe on Halloween, bro.
Yeah, he's safe for Halloween. Ain't nobody biting off that. You can take that to the bank.
Yeah, man. Hey, Sid Mears, what's good?
So, man, how
Sid
you feeling, GI? How you feeling, GI?
No, I'm really good. Let me tell you what's got me excited today. I didn't want to cut. Want to make sure Nick Gas got his thing on. What is that? Kool-Aid? What is his avatar? The Kool-Aid?
I love it.
Yeah, it looks
I love
pretty
it.
dope.
It's cool. It's tight.
it's
tight.
a gas tank on fire.
Oh, it's
Because
gas
Oh,
tank on fire.
It's
Okay.
gas.
Gas,
Gas tank
baby,
on
Oh,
fire.
that's
fire.
huge. Yeah,
Gas
that's
on
cool,
fire.
man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say so Nick Gas is. I want to remind people too that Nick's Gas is a professional comedian, and so when he jumps into these settings, sometimes like his humor sometimes gets overstated because he doesn't separate.
sense.
Yeah, he don't separate the comedic value from his Knicks takes, right?
It's
Ah,
entertainment. Like, at the end of the day, look, it's the same MSG that the Knicks play, and then the next day the Zoo comes in, and then the next day you have the Ranger, and then the next. So it's entertainment at the end of the day. So like we cannot just
Alright.
keep it so
people
personal.
take it. So you saying Nick Gas? You're grossly misunderstood. You
Well,
just
it's
Nick
not. No. The thing is this. Ghetto intellect. I watched the Knicks 3 years ago on MBK, right? So what used to be 10 of us now is like a 2,000 subscribers type of following. You understand? Every time each one of us make a video or you guys make a video, now it's like a big fan base. So my thing is, if I know you Ghetto Intellect 3 years ago and we used to be cool, you know, I treat you like 3 years ago. What happens is that with followers and things like that, people tend to now you got to treat people in a different way. And
Nick Gas,
that's my
you
mistake.
said people getting brand new on you, baby.
No, it's not brand new. Now they have a fan base, so I gotta respect their fan base, and that's why I gotta learn. It's a learning thing. You understand?
Aw.
So in some ways, it's my fault. It's not to blame other people. It's accountability.
In
You know?
the words
Aw.
of Uncle
That was
Fester.
so humble. That was so humble.
In the words of Uncle, hey son, you gotta be yourself.
Be yourself.
If they don't like you for who you are, F them.
Uncle
Up-
Freeze.
wait,
But
Get
you
some
but
balls.
you gotta go. You gotta understand that
with
Uncle
handcuffs,
Freezy.
with handcuffs and
Freezy.
crazy glue.
Ghetto intellect. If I go against you right now, right? I might go against you and probably defeat you. But then you have probably like 17 little mods around there that love you. And they mods here and they mods in another one, they mods in so it's a lose-lose situation. So keep it humble, like you said.
Aw.
Hey, bro.
That was
Hey,
so
hey,
sweet.
Nick Gas, you're a winner in our book, bro.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're a winner in our book. Long as you around us, you safe. As long as you don't say nothing about
So-
Jay Boogie.
So here's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Before I get back
don't
into-
say that, because when people are gonna hear this and they're gonna think I said something wrong. I'm just
No.
You're
Nick,
not. No. If you were CP the artist, it'd be a different story.
No.
If you were
So
CP
here's
the
the
artist,
thing.
it'd be totally different.
So here's how I see this, Nick. And honestly, I struggle with this on the internet because I wasn't in Twitter world. There's an even bigger Facebook world, and none of you are in it because I don't see you, and I'm in the biggest group. And I don't, unless we don't know each other's names, I don't go by Ghetto Intellect on the internet. So I could be in a Facebook group with somebody right now I'm talking to, and they don't realize because I don't use that name on Facebook. But what I realized is there's different levels of understanding of the game. There's different levels of understanding of the league, the salary cap, how to build a franchise, how to manage a franchise, how to coach a team. There's so many different aspects that go into professional sports. We're all not like, I don't know nothing about the cap. So when I be talking about all these free agents, I don't know what it takes to initiate a trade, but I'm out here running my mouth about trades and what the team should look like. We all have a different level of understanding, so we'll never get on the same page from that. But here's the biggest thing and the most important thing, and it's life. We're all at different stages of life. My Knick fandom today, while I may feel I'm the same Knick fan, I'm not the same person. So I'm nowhere near the same fan. Number one, 20 years have passed and we ain't won a championship. So my willingness to win now is intense. I'm turning 50 years old. I can't wait another 50 years.
Right. We double park, bro. We double park.
So my intensity is different. But more importantly, I can literally turn on this thing, laugh with you guys, cry with you guys, get upset with you guys. But when I turn it off, it ends. And my wife is sitting there looking at me. My children are calling from college. My job needs me to work overtime. I'm really got my eyes focused on retirement. I am closer to retirement than I am at the start of my career.
That's awesome.
So it's a blessing. So I don't take this stuff seriously, Nick guys. So while I want to laugh it off, other folks who are younger than me, oh no, you can't do that, blah blah blah. So I guess you just kind of when you're rolling out your Knicks personality, I guess you just got to take into effect read the room. Freezy would teach me to read the room. That's how Freezy got me the Blanche Tears network to accept me so quick. Because he immediately told me, hey, Brad, we got different type of fans. You got to be a little bit of for everyone. And that's
first of all, I said, hey, GI.
Yeah,
I don't say the B word. I always say GI.
Oh, I said Brad. I just said it just now.
Yeah. Because I think the ghetto intellect is a title and a noun at the same time.
It's a verb and a noun.
It's a verb and a noun. It's a verb and a noun at the same time. Because when I was like, the ghetto intellect. Wow, that makes me think of names like Basquiat and Langston Hughes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this cat right here.
Harlem used to be Harlem and Philadelphia used to be two of the most powerful African-American communities. You couldn't go in there without having intellectual conversations. You wasn't showing up with no guns. You was showing up with a pen and a paper, or you was getting your tail sent somewhere. We wasn't playing that.
Somewhere.
The Harlem Renaissance. The Harlem Renaissance is still one of the greatest eras for our community. But that aside, because that chat is multi-dimensional.
Yo, Gia, you said something that was very important, and like even though you like what you was trying to say, and I respect everything you're saying. Like you said, like that, like I see what you're trying to say. Like a lot of fans, or not just the fans. Like if when I look at Clive Frazier, like Clive been smiling during this whole like run. This last like 15 games that we've been winning, like at least 11 or something like that. He's been smiling. He's been having great stories and da da da. I want him to get that ring to say, well, all this time announcing for the Knicks was for something. Right. My Green just got his Hall of Fame. Like, you understand? Like I want those guys to actually get a ring. I want the fan base. Like a lot of like we have such a like big age gap sometimes. Like I just turned 30. Some of y'all already turned 30 twice. So like it's like we need to. My mentality.
Where that old nigga guys, but I hear you.
My mentality is to win now, because like you understand, like it's that just to win now.
I think with this management team, I think we're on the right path to doing that. Couldn't say that about the other management teams, but I think this management team right here is on the path to do that.
Shout out to Scott Perry.
Yeah, Scott Perry, Leon Rose, and World Wild West, and with them getting us Tibbs, I think we on it. I think we've jump started, accelerated our path to the championship.
Scott Perry just basically hired William Morris. If
Mhm.
you think about it, he did damage control.
Mhm.
He sat with Dolan. Dolan said, "Yo, what we gonna do? All right, Steve Mills is giving us a bad rash. Let's just get rid of Steve Mills.
Yeah.
Let's R. Kelly Steve Mills. Like let's
Yeah.
railroad him." So then what happened is the label saying, "Yo, we still need the labels."
got
Is the
railroaded?
Knicks. What up?
R. Kelly got railroaded?
No, I mean on the sense of like the same community that like 20 years ago saw a tape of a man and didn't say nothing, and then later on it took 20 years. So that's what I'm trying to say. That the hypocrisy.
Well. Let me
Well,
rebut that. Let me rebut that. Let me rebut that a little bit.
You killing my point. I don't want to talk about that guy. What I'm trying to say is,
but you made a statement.
Well, you did
in
let
front of some
Pandora out of the
responsible
box.
but YouTube guidelines.
But Nick Gas, hold on. Nick Gas, one sec, because you let the statement out. It's very important that as men who have daughters, and you're looking at some who have daughters, right?
Right.
If R. Kelly would have did that mistake 20 years ago and repented and changed his lifestyle, then I think it wouldn't have come up. The problem that R. Kelly has is he continued to live that same lifestyle. He's living with two young women. He had two young women whose family he is a psychopath.
He is
definitely. And he was a psychopath from the beginning. That's what I'm trying to say.
So,
he was a psychopath when he did things to Aaliyah.
But that's not a crime. But that's not a crime. Being a sociopath is not a crime. It's not.
Being 28-6 with a 15-year-old, it is. So I'm just saying the same people that cover up
is a sociopath. Hoodie Kev is a sociopath, right?
Right, but he ain't gonna hurt nobody.
But and I could describe sociopathic behavior with Hoodie Kev, right? So here's some sociopathic behavior from Hoodie Kev, right? The Knicks win by 11 against a playoff team. Reggie Bullock scores 12 points in the first quarter and ends the game with 13 points. And in a 13-point, 11-point victory, say, against the New Orleans Pelicans, Hoodie Kev will say, well, I hate Reggie Bullock because he scored 12 points in one quarter and scored 1 point the rest of the game.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, Hoodie Kev, we won.
Yep.
And so why do you have ire towards Reggie Bullock? I don't like him.
Yeah.
Why don't you like
be
him,
objective?
Because Tibbs played Reggie Bullock instead of playing Kevin Knox.
Yep.
Knox would have got. Wait a minute, Kev. Wait a minute, Hoodie Kev. So this is not about Tibbs. It's not about the Pelicans. It's not about Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Kevin Knox and you finding pathways to interject Kevin Knox into a conversation when we told you we don't talk about cats like that don't contribute.
Speaking.
He don't contribute because Tibbs won't let him. And I'm like, Hoodie Kev, I wonder why Tibbs won't let him. Is it because Kevin Knox might not be good enough? No, Reggie Bullock's a veteran. Kev, you are what they call a sociopath. You think about society in ways that are different from normal people, bro.
Yep.
Because for you to say that, and I'm not bad because Hoodie Kev, no, he my favorite, bro. Hoodie Kev is my favorite, bro. He know that. But he thinks in sociopathic ways, bro. He thinks differently from the rest of society.
Sure
right?
Does.
And I'm not saying, and listen, I'm not putting Hoodie Kev in a conversation with R. Kelly because R. Kelly is a creep, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that his name, R. Kelly name, even came up, on a live stream. It kind of caught me off guard, right? But the thing is about that is sociopaths are everywhere, bro.
Oh,
Everywhere.
Look,
Hey,
and look what came and look what
hey,
came in. Now look who
Eric
came in.
Sermon.
Look what came in. A dried up California
And,
raisin.
and so if this dude,
Have you looked in a mirror?
if CP
I
the
look
artist,
good.
if
I
CP
look
the artist
good.
comes in here without saying hello from the chat, we
I
legit.
said, hey,
You
hey,
ain't say-
hey.
I didn't even get to say hey,
No.
but peace,
Hey,
y'all.
yo, you know we got to be careful with you because you know you have told us you're fluid. So that hey,
Oh,
yeah, I need some. Yo, what up? When you see me, be like, yo, what up, dog? What's up, fam? How you?
Yeah,
What's good
What
with my
up,
yeah.
people?
son? What up,
I
Dunny?
need. What up, son? I need real alpha
Yeah.
male. I need real alpha male energy from you. Don't be giving me none of that Atlanta beta stuff.
Oh, oh.
Shots fired.
Ali, that was
Shots fired.
Hey,
okay.
hey, yo, for the umpteenth time, y'all ain't my type, man. How
We can't
how
trust
could y'all?
that.
Yeah, man, come on, bro.
We can't trust that.
Good morning, y'all.
Hey.
Good morning,
Hey,
sir.
y'all.
That was my
What's up, Knicks fam?
Oh shoot. Haven't seen you in ages. What's
Oh
happening?
Lord.
Good.
What
Yo,
up,
what's
little
up,
homie?
Knicks fam? How we doing this morning, y'all?
Dominic is on fire because his team is in a playoff hunt.
Nah.
What's good?
Yes, my Wizards are in the playoff hunt, Knicks fam. My Wizards are in the
Huh?
playoff hunt.
Hold
We're
on.
10th right now in
Let's
the
go.
East.
Great
We have a
segue.
chance.
2-hand timeout. Great segue. Stay right there. My take this morning was going to be so for a Wizards fan to show up. We did a lot of kicking in of Bradley Beal's back.
Yeah.
He's not a winner. Blah blah blah. Let me tell you who's going to propel us into the 4th seed.
I go for it.
The Washington Wizards are going to beat the Atlanta Hawks on back-to-back night, and Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook is going to secure the 4th place position for the New York Knicks. Bing bang.
Whoa. I like that confidence you got there.
Bim. And
So
and
we
so
need
for
help?
the so for
Is that what you're
those
saying?
so for
I thought,
cats
what happened
like
to all the confidence?
so for CP the artist and for people that speak Patron, BIM means I co-signed vehemently. BIM means enough said. BIM means respect. BIM. Good job, Dominic. Good job, Dominic.
Yeah,
when you
man.
get around the homies, and the
GI.
homies say something
job,
positive, just be like, BIM. Nigga be like, what in the world does BIM mean?
Jonathan-
what do you think of BIM?
Jonathan is the young man's name. Dominic. Just know, in a matter of a week, you will be the most popular person on this broadcast.
Sweet.
When you come on, we're going to cheer you. When you get to Cleveland, come on both days. When you get that first win over the Atlanta Hawks, come on. We're going to cheer you.
Stop
When you get that
encouraging this,
second win
man.
over Atlanta Hawks, we're going to cheer you.
Let's go.
It's the
And,
next
Let's go,
channel.
Wizards.
and you are the team that
Yeah.
none of the seeds you want to play. You may come out with the 7th seed at the
Hey, yo, GI. When did Dominic win the minority Olympics?
What are you talking
What
about?
are you talking about?
The minority. He's
talking
a
about?
minority. How did he beat me in the minority Olympics?
What?
He's a guest, all right? He is a guest.
Ain't no guess.
Yeah,
Man.
he a
Next channel.
panelist.
Yeah.
He a
You see-
panelist. He be on here. He be on about twice, 3 times a
He
week.
just went right ahead in the minority Olympics, man. So,
CP, you're not the CP. Listen, CP, you're nothing but a fake Knicks fan. I'm a real
Yeah,
Wizards fan
let's
right
go.
here, dog.
Get him
why
down.
are you on this channel?
Like,
And I'm a Washington
Boy,
Capitals hockey fan. I'm the real Wizards fan. I'm the real deal Wizards fan right here, dog.
Get him down.
You need
good
to
one,
get real
Dom.
medicine,
Dom,
man.
you're my Dom. For the moment,
Where's
you're
your
my
mom
hero.
at? Somebody give
You're
him.
my hero. You are my hero.
Give
Say,
this
hey
kid
Dom,
some
tell him don't
Ritalin.
worry about my mom. He said, don't worry about my mom. Shoot.
Right. We good.
Pat.
We
Whatever you
good.
say, CP.
We Gucci.
By the
you
way,
on medication, kid?
By the way,
Right.
Dominic,
Oh,
I
go
used
ahead,
to
bro.
run the finances for the Housing Authority of Washington D.C.
Oh,
And one of my closest friends was the CFO for the Washington Wizards. I used to sit on the floor and watch Michael Jordan play ball, baby. Wasn't the same Jordan. But
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
I
he
was
was
to be in
dropping
his
50.
presence.
He was dropping 50 at 40. Do you remember that? There were some games he dropped.
What did you
He,
say, CP?
He was
hey,
dropping
Mike. Mike needed
50 at
to.
40.
I ain't gonna lie. Mike needed to drop 20 at 40. He needed to drop 20 at 40 because he didn't look the same in that Wizards uniform as he did in that Bulls uniform.
Yeah, that was
So,
it's like seeing Tom
Right.
Brady in a Tampa Bay uniform.
yeah,
That's weird.
yeah, or Deion Sanders in a Washington Redskins uniform. You're like, what? What's going on here? What's going on here?
Or
So
Clyde Frazier in who did he play for? Was it the Hawks after or was it
No,
Cleveland?
bro,
Cleveland.
wait. Hey, bro, hey,
That's weird.
well, don't, hey, CP, hey, I'm drawing the line right here.
What?
Don't disrespect Clyde, bro.
It's not disrespect to him. It's seeing him in a different jersey than the Knicks jersey.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Relax,
you.
man.
You know how we
See,
you know
CP
how we
and-
feel about
and
CP.
CP
You know how we
stop-
feel about Clyde.
I'm
CP
fluid.
gotta stop sexualizing Clyde. He keeps sexualizing Clyde. Like, you make me uncomfortable every time you come
Yeah,
in
these
and talk about
conversations.
how much
these
you desire
conversations.
Clyde.
I gave the man props, man. That's all. Say, you know what I mean?
Back to back
look,
props is like, let it go. It's
Jeezy,
like obsession.
not G. You hear me? I'm calling him Jeezy now. Freezy, Freezy's the one with the man crush. You can't say anything bad about Clyde.
No,
Around Freezy.
no, and to be honest with you, I really don't like when people try to say bad stuff about CP the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Say all they want, man. As long as they spell my name right. As long as they spell my name right.
How hard is it to spell CP, bro?
You'd be amazed, bro.
I'm
You'd be
just saying,
amazed.
man. I'm just saying. So the thing with Clyde, man, is Clyde was my hero my favorite point, man. When I was a shorty, my favorite point guard was a dude named Meadowlark Lemon, right? I didn't even know he wasn't a professional player. I didn't even know that, right?
the Harlem Globetrotters was so popular when we grew up. Man.
They used to ask me who my favorite backcourt. I used to be like Meadowlark Lemon and Curly Neal. And my uncles,
they still play. They do mostly bar mitzvahs and stuff, but they still play.
Yeah, they on the Chitlin circuit, but they still out there though.
The Chitlin circuit.
They call the Harlem Wizards. They call the Harlem Wizards or something.
Yo, it broke my heart. It broke my heart to find out it wasn't real when I was a kid. All that
You
wasn't
have
real.
a heart?
Right.
A little bit. Small one. The Grinch.
Right. You're a mean one. So Kev.
Yes, sir.
I used to go to the Harlem Globetrotters games when I was a shorty, like 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, right? And they used to do the same routine all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to tell my mom, like when my mom used to go with me, or when she used to send me with the church, or my uncles used to take me, I used to be like, hey, number 50 pants keep falling down. They need to buy him a belt. I didn't know that was part of the routine.
That's part of the
every
routine.
time, every show, number 50 pants fall down at the free throw line. I didn't know that was part of the routine.
I hate to interrupt. Curly Neal died last year.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Uncle Freeze.
he was
Uncle
bad.
Freeze.
Yo.
Do you had a beeper back then, or do you had a phone during that story?
No, beepers wasn't out yet.
Yeah, that wasn't out.
And cell phones definitely were not available to the public yet.
So cell phones came before beepers?
No, beepers came first.
I'm gonna say beepers first, but I will say this though: if I was in the city and I needed to talk to my mom, I had to go to a payphone bank, right? So there would be a line of payphones. It'll be 40 payphones in a row, right? And not just on the wall, but you had to go get into a booth, right? Kev, does anybody here remember?
Yeah, I saw it
banks?
on Batman. I saw it on Batman.
Yeah, well, you had to go. They legit had a line of payphone booths where you get in a booth and you stand there and you lean up against the thing and you talk. And I used to have to call my mom long distance because I wasn't spending $7 of my entertainment money You know what I'm saying? To call my mom and let her know. I was gonna call her collect, and she'd be like, "Boy, what you doing calling me collect from the city?" And I'd be like, "Ma, listen, I'm trying to buy these wristbands, so I'm calling you collect. I am not spending my wristband money on no telephone call. I'm just calling you, let you know I'm all right. Curly Neal is on the floor dribbling between his legs. This is something I've never seen this before in my life. I'm having a great time. I'll see you later." You know what I'm saying? Illmatic is in the building. What's good?
Actually, I had a cell phone before I ever had a beeper. I never had a beeper.
Uncle Freeze.
Illmatic, salute, my guy. Long time, my guy.
Yeah.
Do you ever own the illegal cable box with the little button in the back that used to have the pay-per-views?
Hey, so first of all, I know the young generation likes to self-indicate and snitch on themselves. So anytime you ask me if I ever did anything illegal, the answer is hell no.
Well,
the younger generation,
the statute of limitations has overpassed.
I don't care if it's a statue or a statute.
Oh my God! What do you drink today? The sensitive sensitivity is on the line today.
Nah, bro.
Man, he's
bro,
right.
Nah, bro.
Y'all be dry snitching, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, what's the name of it? Remember what I'm talking about? The paper.
I'm not Tekashi or Bobby Shmurda. I'm not gonna snitch on myself in a song or in court. I just don't do it, bro.
Nick Gas reminded me of Tekashi too.
Hey,
I worked for Tekashi before. I was a photographer.
Freeze. The only time you acknowledge millennials is if they knew anything about Sam Gooden or The Wiz. That's it.
Right.
If they know nothing about them, you ain't got to answer them.
Right. Right.
I know Wiz. I know. Before Best Buy, there was a Wiz in the Bronx, and there was a store named The Wiz. That store was popping when I was a little kid.
The Wiz, Sam Goody
in Fordham Road. Remember that?
Crazy Eddie. Y'all remember Crazy Eddie?
I used to love those commercials,
I didn't get to see Crazy Eddie's. I think he was like a fraud. He did fraud, something like that. That guy from Crazy
Eddie is insane.
He was price gouging.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yep.
Man, he was just making an honest living.
Yeah.
What you say, an honest living?
Yeah, he's just making an honest living. Come on now.
Hey, Keyshawn, listen. If I was robbing banks, bro, I still would not tell him. Bro, I don't believe in snitching. Like,
we don't even know his real name, man.
Right.
No, look, I was trying to relate with you guys. I was trying to bring up a bunch of
it's all right. Memories. It's all right, my brother.
I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. That's what it used to be called. I'm sorry.
You good?
I was trying
to
go back to when Uncle Freeze had the Jerry curls, you know?
Yeah, that's I know he had his hair.
Yeah, man. Hey, so I grew all of it at one time. Now I don't have none. It's just what it is.
I'm sorry, Crazy Eddie wasn't price gouging. He was defrauding the IRS on how much income he was really making.
Oh, okay.
And he was playing with the income. I said prices, but he really was playing to make sure his stock had higher value. He committed SEC fraud.
SEC fraud.
Wow.
Hey man, so back to on this Knicks thing though.
Get it.
Knicks, hey, listen. So the thing about the Knicks is I tell everybody my first favorite basketball team was the Harlem Globetrotters. Right? And the funny thing is I never stopped to ask why a team from Harlem played in the city. Right? I'm like, they from Harlem. Why don't they play in Harlem? It ain't never crossed my mind, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't never dawned on me. Like, how
they never had a home game.
Right. Yeah.
So for the people that are asking, I was born on December 1990. So I'm 30.
Oh, okay. It's all right.
I got underwear older than you.
Okay.
Hey, CP, please throw him away.
I had already pledged.
Please.
But before he was born, I had already pledged my fraternity. Jesus.
We was already frat. Yeah, we was already frat, bro. It was like
GI. You played in school days, so don't even go there with that. You know what I'm saying? You was in school days.
Actually, school days is what was like. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Right.
School days came out in the summer of '89, and I pledged in the spring of '90.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
No
School
disrespect.
days
No,
was that
no,
joint.
no disrespect. I always thought that thing wasn't for me. That sorority thing, for fraternity
Hey,
thing.
first of all, it's fraternity for
Yes.
Fraternity.
males,
Yes.
for men.
And did anyone ask you, was it for you?
I'm just saying a movie didn't say, oh, I want to do that.
CP, don't be offended. CP, you about to offend a lot of people, bro. You're about to offend a lot of people.
Where my man Woodshed 1914 at? What dog team at?
Where's my man Free Keith at right now? I mean,
And the other alpha.
You know
Nah,
what
we're
it
about to
is.
gang up on you. Where my other alpha dogs in the?
Man, go ahead. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Do a dance? You gonna do
And
a
one time a
dance?
Sigma showed up.
Wow.
One time a Sigma showed up and he challenged me from the chat. Y'all don't know that.
Wow.
I hit him up on the side. He put something in the chat only I would know. I was like, oh, okay, I see you.
Yeah. Hey, and somebody did the same thing. Somebody that rags Cornerstone Cav a lot did the same thing to me in the live stream about
G-Man for life. He traveling. G-Man for life, a traveling man too. Makes sense.
Yeah,
man, that dude, man, like
I like him a lot. I really like him a lot. But I could not wait. And it will let you know, probably let you know I like you and I think about your takes. I could not wait to give him that hell. Because I said, man, I hope I'm wrong, but this Luka kid, man, first of all, look at Tibbs. Tibbs is a creature of habit. You think he'll bring somebody in from overseas and say, here you go?
No, GI, he won't do it this year, but best believe come next year in training camp, they gonna go at it.
That wasn't my point. My point is there was 10 games left. This season has already got an identity, and G-Man was suggesting this guy gonna fly it overseas and get busy. No, sir.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Well, never say never. That's what I'm gonna say. Never say never. I agree with you. I don't think it'll happen, but yeah.
For $2 million a year, man. He better.
Hey, Cully, you good? Cully, you good?
Yeah, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight.
Yeah, what's good, Cully?
What's up? Peace, y'all. Peace.
I ain't see my light skinned brother down there.
I was chilling. I was quiet, man. I was just chilling. I was listening to y'all.
You don't gotta be quiet, man. You know what I mean? We light skinned. We don't gotta be quiet.
Oh,
for these jokers,
bro. Light skinned dudes. I swear, light skinned dudes.
Got a complex. Got a complex.
The revolution is coming. The revolution is coming. I'll let you tell it.
These Elder Barge looking dudes be bugging me out, bro.
First of all, you
think about it. Light skinned dudes keep it more real sometimes than dark skinned dudes. Most of the time, they real.
Here we go.
But we got to.
Here we go.
And I'm not even light skinned, but like they like the Kaepernicks of this world, the Jesse Williams of this world, they be preaching. They be preaching.
The TIs, the Mellows.
Hey,
for real, on some love. And at the same time, a lot of dark-skinned men have a lot of insecurities, and they're the first one to marry out just to have because they're not comfortable with their complexion some of the time.
Hey, Knicks guys, let's do that on Chop It Up. Let's do that on Chop It Up.
Let's chop it up.
I don't want to talk about man. I'm just opinion.
Chop it up is after this one.
I don't know if we got time.
Well, Chop It Up is like it should be more pragmatic.
I never got on Chop It Up.
The thing is, a lot of people when people go to Chop It Up,
is brilliant. He says to be more pragmatic. Talk about it.
Yeah, like the panelists try to bring in their own. What was? Remember yesterday? Eddie said that the show turned weird. I agree with him with the fact that look, he brought up something that was personal, and then the panel was bragging on him, oh, you should be a better parent. He brought out just so we could give him an opinion, but it should be more pragmatic. It should be more like don't judge the person if they bring in something that because now you shied away Eddie. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
I don't.
It got mad awkward, man. I was like, no.
Because CP, it's called Chop It Up. Chop It Up for me sounds like let's cook. So you
chop it up. You got awkward, not
because CP was cutting off people, and then AP Trader was telling her he was a bad parent. AP Trader
he always talked.
It got awkward.
It got awkward because so that's what it is. Like too much money to like I don't know. It has to be
Trainer was
more.
on the panel.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like because
that's our guy.
and I don't want to talk about another man's personal stuff, so I'm not going to talk about what happened there. You could go to Uncle Freeze or Shop It Up and look at it yourself if you're in the chat. But yeah, like it just has to be more understanding that if a person's bringing up, don't bring. And another thing is, if you have no kids, stop talking about how other people should deal with their kids. Because I have no kids, I don't go into other people how to deal with their kids because kids are something hard.
So RJ Barrett got 2 fouls in the first 37 seconds.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a bad night after that.
RJ, he did light up afterwards. You know,
I gotta keep it a buck. I was tired last night. I really wasn't in the mood. After first quarter, I said, "Yeah, it's not our night." I turned it off.
Yeah.
My thing was why. My thing though, why
turn it off?
Hold on. Why was it that Thibs left him in with 2 fouls so he could pick up his third?
When did he pick up his third?
Sense.
When did he pick up his third?
Quarter.
In the second quarter. Yeah.
That's why I turned it off, Nick Gas, because all you could do at that point is overanalyze a loss.
Right.
To a really good team. You know, I don't overanalyze losses.
Nuggets are some big dudes, man.
Yeah.
Those some big dudes, yo.
Yeah, I was. That was yo, Kelly. That was my point too.
Cully?
6'8", 6'10", 7 foot.
Cully, yeah.
Anyway,
like we not going back to Cully. Nah, my man's name is Cully. Even though he sound like Jay-Z, his name is Cully.
I have a confession to make.
It's Cully,
Jesus Christ.
I have a confession to make. I don't care about none of y'all, man. I don't care about none of y'all. I really don't.
Wow.
Hey, we love you. We love you too.
CP.
I wish y'all health. And prosperity. But I don't care about y'all, man.
Hey, CP.
We love you too, Frank.
What's up, my brother?
If you think it took us for you to give us that declaration of what you think about us, if you don't think we're astute enough to figure this out a long time ago,
by now,
I just talked to Nick Gas about reading the room. Sir, you need to take that advice as well.
I don't take any social cues. You're right, man. I'm a social cue breaker.
Bye, Felicia.
Jersey.
You couldn't think of anything any more original, Kev, than that.
So White Falcon 44, thank you for the super chat. Rose should start for these kind of games. Thoughts? I'm saying I'm not ready for Derrick Rose to start. I like Derrick Rose in his role, but BUT, we have to do something about the starting point guard situation.
Hey!
I don't know. I don't think that would have mattered against the Nuggets, though.
Facts.
But yeah, we do. I mean, we have to start them at some point.
You just nitpicking, Treasy.
You guys can fix this next year. Like you can't fix that this year.
Exactly.
Austin Rivers gave them our playing. Austin Rivers revenge game.
That was the other thing. I didn't want to see
Austin Rivers posted a pic. Somebody said, "Where was this on the Knicks?" Somebody commented.
Yeah, good.
He said, "Oh, I forgot," but everybody was saying that. He was like, "Yo, you're petty, yo."
The problem with Austin Rivers is he couldn't keep his girlfriend under control. Every time he wanted to go shoot, she wanted
remember that. Remember that.
Have you seen his girlfriend though? She could do whatever she want, man. If you've seen her.
Yeah, Compazzo. It didn't bother y'all that Compazzo was pushing the fast break every time chance he had?
No, that didn't bother me because it didn't really convert into a lot of offense. Because like we talked about last night, there were times that we legit held Denver in check, right? We just couldn't score.
Yeah, they would go 2 possessions without scoring. That's when we need to capitalize.
Like I think there was a time you saw 7 trips back and forth down the floor where no team could score. And so we were down by 17. You were like, if instead of going 0 for 5, if we went 2 for 5, it's a 13-point game. The game looks different.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
But for real though, like that team looked like me against Hoodie,
Oh,
me against
stop.
Cornerstone
Stop.
Kev,
Stop.
man.
What?
They
Stop.
were just way taller and
You.
more dominant and
I keep
everything.
telling
You know
Everybody
what
you,
on
I'm
their
saying?
team is bigger
California
than
They
raised
were
you,
Alexander.
just
man.
way taller, bro.
Okay,
Michael
I'm
Porter
taller.
Jr. is 6'10".
I just
Aaron
want to
Gordon is
delete this
6'10".
that last statement from the.
Yes.
I want to delete that last statement from the record
Yes,
because
please.
Yeah, please.
because
It made no sense.
CP the artist does not want any pieces of Hoodie Kev in any type of debate.
No, not Hoodie Kev. It was Cornerstone Kev.
No, you said Hoodie Kev.
You said Hoodie Kev first.
I
but that's
always
all right.
get the Kevs. I always get the Kevs.
He'll debate me,
Listen,
but he'll debate me, but he won't debate nobody else.
So what I'm saying
Nobody
is
comes to me to debate. When was the last time somebody actually had a formal? We had a formal debate with a topic in hand. You gave each person 90 seconds or so to give a point. When? Okay, thank you. Now shut up and sit there. Now, as I was saying, that height difference was just height and
no. While
athleticism.
you were talking, I was working on this. I was actually working on this as you were speaking.
What is that?
That is the Lawrence Tears Debate League Championship belt template. Right? When it comes back, we're gonna start Lawrence Tears Debate League Season 1, and the first person to 12 W's is going to be the Lawrence Tears Debate League champion for Season 1. And we're going to give away a belt in every season. Right?
12 W's, that's a marathon.
Nah, but you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And you're not going to do it in 4 shows. We legit stretching this thing out like over 3 months so that somebody can earn the belt. It's not one of these deals where I'm just giving out $300 belts to dudes, sending them belts, and then 9 people got championship belts. Nah, we ain't doing that.
I think that's what a marathon is.
You get a belt. You get a belt.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. And then plus $300 adds up, bro.
Sure.
I mean, CP the artist, money ain't a thing to him because he live in Atlanta,
Of course.
Driving in the fast car, switching both lanes, money ain't a thing.
Money is a thing to me, man. It rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Nah, bro, you live in Atlanta. You an artist in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And I'm worldwide.
Like Hoodie Kev, like legit Hoodie Kev.
I got paid. Look, man, the overseas account, hiding those overseas account ain't cheap, man. I'll let G.I. tell it.
The album cover.
Yeah, can somebody hit star 91 for the IRS, please?
A 4-bedroom is like $500 over there.
Wow.
Nah, well, it depends. It depends where you go, but yeah. But
what did you say? Say that one more time, CP.
It depends. It depends on where you are.
A 4-bedroom is how much?
Oh, 4-bedroom here in Metro Atlanta, probably 250 grand, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
You can't buy a shack in North for that.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, don't let it fool you. You know CP live on a plantation. You know that, right?
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I sent Freezy. I sent Freezy picture of my backyard.
Garden.
I got the best lawn on my block.
Yeah, it is fly though. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna have you and GI, play a little golf tournament or something like that.
You want Matt CP, you want us to come pick cotton? Matt CP, you want us to come by and do the yard? Oh Lord.
Here's the thing to me about Atlanta. Here's the thing to me about Atlanta, Charlotte. I guess that's the only real two, Atlanta and Charlotte. Why would I want to leave New York City area to go to another city with traffic and congestion? Why would I want to leave the greatest city to go sit in traffic in the B-level city?
because some people need space,
Yeah.
GI, because some
Yeah.
people don't want to live like sardines, one on top of each
Right.
other.
Mm.
Right. They
Atlanta's
do
getting
that
there.
too.
Atlanta's
Yo,
not
and
as open air. I want to go to Mississippi. If I go south, I want to go to Mississippi.
hey,
I
say,
want to.
hey,
Yo, Mississippi food is the bomb, by the way. Like everybody knows how to cook there. Everybody. When I
Tennessee
went
too.
there,
Tennessee as well.
hey,
You
GI,
got
GI. I'll tell you something, man. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, right? But I live in an area that is the golf capital of the East Coast, right? And
Augusta.
I
right,
know where you
no,
at. No, that's
no,
Hilton Head and Myrtle Beach.
right. I live in that area, bro. And listen, I'm in a situation where you know how you you know how certain golf clubs, you know what I'm saying, certain clubs you have to, certain golf courses you have to, put your application in for membership, and
Mhm.
you got to pay a certain thing, and things all wonky, like, you can only play this time of week because, you know bro, these places are recruiting you, bro. They're like, oh, you a visitor, let me show you, let me pay for your lunch. Gi listen, I'm telling you, bro, when you go to certain clubs around here, because the competition for membership is so thick. Yo, you go, they offering you
Yeah,
lunch. Yeah,
supply and demand.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
different.
They
It's the
offering
exact
you,
opposite up here.
bro.
Exact opposite.
I'm telling you, bro. They offering you chicken salad sandwiches for lunch, a bag of Lay's, and hand squeezed lemonade. They like, oh, Uncle Freezy, this your first time here? Let me pay for your lunch. You sit in the room. They got the big ceiling fans in the ceiling. They got pictures of past and present members on the wall. You know what I'm saying? They got their merch out. They want you to buy. You know what I'm saying? All these things. They're like, hey, our golf pro has some openings. If you want some lessons, what type lessons would you like? You hitting it good off the tee? You hitting it good, around the green? You need some putting lessons, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They legit. I got offered. Gi, listen. I'm a little bit. Excuse me. I'm a little bit too macho for a human being to be, right. Right. I legit have like this testosterone thing going on, and I need to cool it.
I
I
hope
need to
so.
chill. I need to chill out. Right.
Be
I have
careful.
this.
You teetering on CP the artist level here, though. But go ahead.
Nah, no. You talking about that? No. What I'm saying is, when I walk into a room, I feel like all eyes should be on me, like the alpha, right? I
Okay,
Yeah,
so
want
you
CP
all
the
are you
eyes
artist.
are
in the room.
teetering. You are
Okay, so
teetering.
CP the artist made the statement that when he walks in, all room eyes are on him. I'm telling you,
Yep.
you in the
Nah,
All
territory.
eyes.
no.
Yep. Yep. You
No, the
darn right.
dude asked me. Dude asked me. He was like, "So how'd you swing?" I was like, "The only way I get a golf lesson is because I want to hit the ball the furthest out of everybody in here, right?" And he like, "The furthest, or you want to be more accurate?" No, the farthest. You're right. So dude's talking to me, and I'm like, okay. So dude was like, he's talking to me like, "How old are you?" I tell him how old I am. And he's like, yo, dudes your age usually focus more on accuracy because they want to get their scores down. They don't care about hitting it a country mile right off the fringe. They want to stay in the middle of the fairway. And I'm like, listen, I'm buying the most expensive club, the most expensive ball, and I want to hit the ball the farthest. And he's like, but you don't win like that all the time, right? I was like, I'll make it work, bro. I'm an athlete. And these dudes are legit. Like when you go in, they're like, nah, hey, you know what? Maybe we got something to work with here. They were and they
Uncle
after,
Freeze.
after me
I think
saying
I
that,
think I think it's sure enough. Like right now, you're sure enough to a typical New Yorker when you're talking about golf, because we don't even have the space to even a basketball court. Like
right?
we so like
No,
you're just showing off about all the space you have in golf, and it's kind of like
You are
New
flexing
York has the
heavy.
worst city courses in the world. City
right,
golf
yeah,
courses in the world.
so
bro. What
Yep.
what, I,
criminal.
what I'm telling Gi is when you Gi when you hit your ball when you get on the tee and you hit it about 280 and it rolls down the middle and then rolls off to the side. Guess what? It's well manicured, right? And guess how much you paying to play on something that looks like Augusta?
Well,
Guess how much you paying when you
in
playing
the
on something that looks
summertime, it's cheaper. In March and April is a little more expensive though.
right.
So it's seasonal.
Take those green fees and slash them by 2/3. That's what you paying down here.
But GI, what would make you
bro.
go from the Bronx to Mississippi? Like that's a
Well,
rough stretch.
I'm in North, close to the Bronx. Age. The older you get, man, you really don't get to a stage in life where you don't want no new friends.
Right.
The internet has been perfect for me because
You like the space and the laws.
No, I don't care about the laws. In fact, the laws is what I'm scared of. The culture is what I'm scared of. Because at least I live where it's liberal. I've watched so many.
It's liberal in the South, man. It's liberal in the South, believe it or not. It's just like the city area is more liberal. Go ahead.
Part of my reason for wanting to move south is political, but I got to be honest, and I got to be careful, Freeze. If I get too far, shut me down. But I'm a diehard liberal, so I know it won't hurt the channel. But immigration has really helped me as an African American male, because the more we accept immigrants into the country, you got to accept me, and I speak this good King's English. So it really has helped me a lot. So it's made me feel very comfortable here. I don't get as much discrimination in New Jersey and New York. Especially, I'm not out there every day standing on the corner, so I don't get pulled over. I can't remember the last time I get pulled over. I don't get profiled. So there's a level of comfort that I went through. I'm afraid even at 50, if I move to the South, all of that can change. So
it's weird to talk about that because, like, let's say I had the experience of living in both. So it's weird because the South, the people are more like they're more nurtured, people. But then again, in New York or in liberal cities like that have like a train system, we tend to learn how to adapt to other people. You might be Dominican, but you know how to talk to Black people. You might be Black, but you know how to talk to Jewish people. In other states or even in the South, it's just so tribal. And
to be honest with you, GI, I got pulled over more up north than I ever did in my 16 years living here in Atlanta. Huh?
Yeah, but you were young when you lived here. If you're young enough,
I left when I was 30. I was 30 years old when I left.
30 is young, man.
No, but GI is right, man.
29 actually.
I once got stopped by Tennessee Drug Task Force. So imagine those cops thought, ding, 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 ding. They were like, oh my God, he's Black, he's Colombian. Oh my God, he's coming from Texas. Man, they had me there for 3 hours. And mind you, like I had nothing. They knew I had nothing. They unscrewed my car. It was the most like debilitating part of my life, like just like the way they just treat you. And it was just like 3 hours. Like, and like another thing is in New York City, they don't make you sit in the curb. In this southern states, they make you, like in Florida, they put kids on the floor. Like they'll just like, this is so degrading that. And like when you go to Florida, for example, I lived in Florida for a year. There's a city called Plantation. Like, whoa, like it's just
that's
so
all over. That's all over here, man.
You go to Myrtle Beach where Freezy's at. Most of the golf courses are on plantations, and they still call them St. James Plantation. They still call them Apple.
Yeah, well, that was my topic that I was going to talk about. Now that you brought it there, a lot of times we don't realize that if you own property and you put a parking lot, the parking lot is a tax deduction. If you own property and you build a park or a golf course, is the best way to avoid taxes, because then you're when people buy property and they put like cows and chickens, that's also a tax deduction because you're using the land for a different thing than when you put a property on it. So like you said, Gia, you that's what you're, when they say you're a rose that came out of the concrete jungle. That's what your name is.
Man. Don't gas him, man.
No, because ghetto intellect, you might get caught up on the ghetto, but like the intellect
I know Brad, bro. I know Brad. I don't know.
It's okay. This is when he takes his
So
ball.
RJ Barrett got called for 2 fouls in the first 37 seconds.
Hey, Nick, you've been on the ball court before, and you just got that kid. You just giving him the business, and you can tell every point you give him, he just can't. He's getting worse and worse. And you go to get a drink of water, you look back, he say, "My mom's calling." He got the only ball. You say, "Yo, let me hold your ball till later." He like, "Nah, ain't nobody holding. I can't." My mother said nobody can hold my ball. No ball. He's that dude. He gonna take his ball and go home.
Bam, bam. So the Knicks are in Phoenix Friday, right?
Mhm.
And I'm afraid that the referees are gonna give Devin Booker the treatment, like they gave him the treatment, the treatment when we played them in Madison Square Garden. You can't touch these rising stars, bro. You can't touch them. When you play when the physicality gets them head over heels, they cry like Lucille Ball, and I love Lucy. Right? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The small amount of physicality that these guys see, just leaning on them makes them feel uncomfortable. And Devin Booker got the treatment in MSG. Reggie Bullock got 3 fouls called so quickly on him guarding Devin Booker that you couldn't touch him. Devin Booker went off because the refs wouldn't allow you to touch him.
Well,
right. And people are like, well, Devin Booker's a star.
Well, I think if you put Reggie Bullock and Devin Booker on a one-on-one, 10 times out of 10, Devin Booker is beating him, and that's without no referee. So
right.
I'm just saying.
So C. Peter Artist just jumped in, and with the battered girlfriend argument, he only slapped me when my mouth is slick. Sometimes my mouth do get slick sometimes, and he just put me back in check, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not getting ready to give everybody else all this credit and discredit the Knicks. I'm not getting ready to do that, bro. Every time, well, you can't hardly touch Jokic. He a superstar. He get the call, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't. I don't want to hear. Well, Zach LaVine. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about Luka. I don't care about Zion. I don't care about Bradley Beal. I don't care about LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Colin James. I don't care, bro.
Me either.
We can't be every time we play some other team superstar, we make excuses for their stardom and degrade our hustle. Hustle is real. If you don't hustle in life, you won't understand where I'm coming from. Right? If you a star in real life and not a hustler in real life, then you don't understand where I'm coming from. If you're not a grinder,
CP, can you stop digging through your drawer on purpose? Like,
my bad. No, let me put myself on mute. I'm going through documents. Sorry.
Okay. So here's the thing. If you don't understand the grind, like a lot of us in this chat, we're not born with a silver spoon in our mouth or some other worldly talent. We get by doing it harder more often than everybody else. That's how we succeed.
That's a fact.
Right. So we may not be the smartest, the most intellectual, but we try the hardest. Right? Put us in a room with talent, with talent, whether it's God-given talent, or whether that person has worked just as hard as you. In competition, you want to beat them. And Uncle Freezy is one. I'm one of them. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the richest. Right? I don't have all these unlimited resources. I don't have all these hidden talents. But I'm going to try harder than everybody. It's the reason why we do 2 live streams a day and videos. Right? Right? But this is not just about me. This is about our Knicks because they have that same mentality, bro.
Yeah, but Uncle Freeze, you saw it on yesterday's game compared to the Jamoran game against the Memphis Grizzlies. Like the ref we had back in the other game were more experienced, were more seasoned. This ref we had last night, younger ref. There was a female ref that missed what was that? There was a female ref that missed out of bounds that was so clear, and then
the Lisa Stansfield chick.
I think she looked good, yo.
That
I ain't
led
gonna hold
into a
you.
technical because Randall kept babbling about it
The
because
ball went off the dude's leg. The ball went off the dude's leg. They showed the replay. How do you miss that?
She's standing right there. She's standing right there.
And then they go to review. They looking at. How do you miss that?
Yeah, but also you got to think about like sometimes when they. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's doing the same CP thing. Never mind.
Doing what CP thing? Do it. You're gonna do it. If you're gonna be a CP thing, you're gonna do it right.
No. I'm not gonna let you influence me. That's why I call you BP the
con artist. That's what you're saying, con artist. I'm the
no.
I'm the truth.
You're the BP spill.
So Tibbs said he learned something last night. What do you think we learned? You think they learn how to finish games? You think he intentionally wants this? Because people say, why he playing the guys? Because Tibbs, they don't understand. He want the guys to feel losses too. He don't want them to sit on the bench and start laughing, let that feeling get out of them. He wants to make them fight to the end. And for Tibbs is old school.
Yeah, but we got what 35 losses or something like that. I think we felt losses.
No,
you know
we have 29 losses.
We got 29. We're under 30. We're under 30. Calm down.
I don't know. I don't look at losses. I look at the wins. But before y'all get through the thing, my thing is like this. That was a better team, man. That's a championship caliber team.
Man,
we're just not there yet.
You just took a good question off the floor. What the coach said to say that statement. We got a good question on the floor. Chill. What did we learn last night? Respond to that. What did we learn last night?
Can I tell you? Can I answer, Gi?
Please.
You mind? So what we learned last night is Tibbs is a lot more flexible than people give him credit for.
Oh, come
on. And the reason why I say that is because the reason.
Let him finish his point, and then we rebut it.
Yeah, they legit were like, they were legit like, oh man, that answer was crazy, and didn't even hear my full answer. Right. So here's the thing. Tom Thibodeau last night allowed the team to try to play through adversity. Right. He tried to allow them to play through adversity. Right. Because there were some times I was like, yo, why is Tibbs not trying to make in-game adjustments? I think Tibbs was trying to let them figure it out because down the road there are going to be games where situations like this happen and they're going to have to try to figure it out. Right? They're going to have to because we are physical and we play defense. Last night in the first 37 seconds of the game, the referee's like, y'all not coming in here, you know what I'm saying, roughing these boys up, that's out. Right? Y'all ain't coming in here playing physical like that. So Tibbs allowed them to try to play through it. Right? And we wound up being down like 27-7 or some weird football looking score. Right? Some weird
7.
Yeah, something like that. Right? And so and CP, you're probably right. But my point is Tibbs allowed them to play. He didn't even take RJ Barrett out when RJ Barrett had 2 fouls in the first 37 seconds. Right? He's like, hey, you know what? We just going to play and we're going to try to figure this thing out. Adversity helps people get better.
I knew he was done. I knew the game was over then.
Right. Because the ref was like, y'all not coming in here roughing these boys up like that. Right? Y'all not coming in. So the first call on RJ Barrett, I was like, whoa.
But that's what I said.
That was ticky-tack.
But that's why I say we don't have enough talent, because if we had talent, then we could play different ways. We only have one way to play, and once they took our stuff,
Exactly.
we
Right.
were done.
So you said so what you're mentioning is talent leads to a certain level of flexibility. If one door closes, another one opens.
Exactly. Exactly. Good point, GI. Yeah, man. Like what? Like you keep on bringing up like it's like Nate Robinson versus Jake Paul, right? Jake Paul was going to whoop him and put him to sleep no matter what Nate Robinson was going to do. You know what I'm saying? That team, one thing that the Knicks struggle with, and I mentioned this with the Phoenix game, long and athletic players. Because we are not that tall and
Yeah,
athletic, believe it or
Tosh
not.
Gibson. Tosh Gibson, sadly to say, is not the answer for Jokic. This is like
Right.
Mitchell Robinson might be at least like one stop out of three, one out of three, but Tosh Gibson looked deflated there. But then again, it's like he's put in a position to fail. It's not Tosh Gibson's fault. It's like
Yeah.
he's no match to that team. Like why?
And, and yo, and 6'5" or 6'6" Reggie Bullock is no match for 6'10"
no, oh my
Michael
We do
Porter
have a lack of
Jr.,
talent, man.
man.
That
Come
showed
on.
last night.
You can't strategize height. He was just shooting over cats. You know what I'm saying? That was a tall, athletic.
Michael
We were
Porter
just
Jr.
outmatched.
Michael Porter Jr. is taller than Randall.
Thank you. And who's guarding Randall? Somebody's the same exact height as him.
6'10".
The way they were taking the ball from Randall,
6'8".
like, give me that. Like, they were just like, give me that. Campasso was like always sneaky, like little, like, oh my God. It was just crazy.
Yeah. We need to get longer and athletic.
Let it sink in that we have 5 guys that don't play. That's all I want to say.
That's what I was gonna say too. I'm sorry, you come out. That was my point too. That like Uncle Freeze said he was flexible. Uncle Freeze, how are you gonna be flexible if he used the guys that were actually like when we
Not
needed
playing.
Frank to actually? I could have replaced Taj Gibson when I think he had 3 fouls. Did he have 3 fouls?
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of fouls. Yeah.
Why can't we replace him 1 minute or 5 minutes
12.
in crucial time with at least
hell.
Knox? Like Knox was playing good at the end. Knox actually made 3 good plays, but again, who cares about those 3 good plays when it was in garbage time? He's not flexible because he's not using the whole strength of the bench. Even I was happy seeing T.O. Pinson. I want to see T.O. Pinson in the second quarter. Give me something like I don't want him just to be the cheerleader of our team.
All right. You lost me on that one.
Right.
All right,
So first of all, that is
we
not
did
what I
not use
said.
Frank. We did not use Frank.
That is not what I said.
But
the question was Tom Thibodeau said he learned something last night, and G.I. said, "Well, what did he learn?"
Yeah, but you applaud him.
I said that Tom Thibodeau allowed the guys to try to play through adversity.
So he didn't coach well yesterday. He got out coached by Brooks. What's his name?
I'm not against the coach doing that though.
Malone.
I said Tibbs may be a little bit more flexible than what y'all think.
If somebody's drowning, I don't leave them there. You know, so that's my point. And for the people that keep bringing Peyton, when you blame Peyton, you take the blame out of everybody else. So yes. Peyton was one of the only guys that when he came back after he got sat down, Payne was going hard. He was going harder than Derrick Rose. He was doing N1s. He was actually competing with Campasso. A lot of our guys were not competing on the level that I saw Elfrid Payton. So do not bring Elfrid Payton. It's sad now the way we just love to hate Elfrid Payton. We look like the way ESPN is frustrated with us. Like, stop blaming Elfrid Payton for everything. There's 15 guys on that team. Blame each one of them.
Facts.
Or maybe not.
All I'm saying is we have a small depth chart, yo. Disadvantage already than most teams.
Yeah.
Alec Burke gave us nothing. 0 for 7. Reggie
Well, Alex
Bullock
Burke is still
was
getting the rhythm, so I'm not even.
Right.
no. He get 0 for 7. And he had a hot start when he. We didn't say that. His first game back, 0 for 7 off the bench, and then Reggie Bullock was 4 for 9. You know what I mean? And
It's
and
that Denver Nuggets.
RJ, everybody gives RJ a pass because there's blood and tears.
RJ started
not
heating
blood
up
and tears.
at the right time. I will say.
After the third quarter, and he only scored four times.
Somebody said in the comments we play better after Elfrid Payton left. That's a lie. That's a lie. Quickly had like a bunch of turnovers. Quickly was getting blocked like crazy. And quickly I noticed the 3-point shot be saving him and making him look good. But when he had that 3-point shot, he's not driving to the paint like the way Payton is. No pun intended. But Payton was driving, and no matter how big those guys were. Quickly, I was scared quickly I might get injured because these guys were not playing with us. Like they were blocking us. They were disrespecting.
Yeah, they was not playing. Yo.
We look like the Bad News Bears.
I'm glad we had a game like that. I'm glad because I want this team to look at film.
Experience. Coach is gonna teach them to today each one of their problems, each one of their errors, and maybe we could let's do that like they did. But what I don't like from our fan base, look at today. I came in today, there was 35 people watching. Okay, bro. When we winning, there's 85 people, 90 people in here. But when we losing, now everybody get discouraged and we talk about less year and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I ain't feeling that either, but
I don't like that. That gives me like, come on, man. We've been winning more than losing, dude.
Can't lie. Woodson, we could have used. Woodson would be good too to get to connect to the players right now.
Hey man, what I'm saying is, bro, it's just one loss. For the love of Mike.
I ain't stressing. I love it because I want them to go watch film, man. Go watch film and see what we could do going forward, man. See what we need to do going forward.
It's just one loss, bro. Calm down. Now we criticized the Thibodeau in-game strategy, and the dude had a 9-game winning streak. The dude had his team won 12 or 14, and now the dude can't coach.
And remember, don't come with the attitude of like, oh man, we got washed by this guys, and now we're gonna go to Phoenix. No. The game against Phoenix, we were up by 15, so we got to find a way to whatever happened in the third quarter that we allow Phoenix to come back.
We ain't just knock down shots. That's not to cut you off. Yeah, that was our problem. We supposed to execute them.
We might not have good legs on this road trip, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, GR, let me ask you a question.
We could have expended a lot the last 15 games. Don't be surprised when we have a little letdown. Listen, we had one stretch this season we lost 5 games, and 3 other stretches where we lost 3 games in a row. So
right.
But in hindsight or like future tense, we should be confident for the playoffs though, because this won't be the Eastern Conference. We will not see this team in the Eastern Conference.
Facts, Jay Giant, facts.
Yeah, we're not going to see this team in the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? So it's
ask me.
Well, not to cut no one off. No, I was just saying. I just want to ask you: would you agree that we have a small depth chart?
Oh man, our team, man, we doing this by the grace of God, man. This is what we doing, man. We just pulled off that stretch. We pulled off and the way we fought in the beginning of the season to stay around 500, and then to have a run like that when you're already around 500, put you in a different atmosphere.
Yeah, I definitely attribute it to the coach mostly too.
So, but we still don't have a lot of talent. We do not have a lot of talent.
I'm not blaming talent though, but I'm just saying we have a small depth shot on top of it.
RJ, you can't.
We have talent, but we have talent, but we're like let's say with 33% battery charge. You know what I'm saying? You know, like we got Derrick Rose, but it's not a lot that Derrick Rose could give us. You know, he could give us one quarter and a half.
20 minutes, 22 minutes.
Well, he's giving us every minute he's on the court.
And when people go, well, he should have started. Derrick Rose should have started. Okay, you start Derrick Rose first quarter, and then what happens in the third quarter? What happens after that?
You know what I always wanted to say about who should start. It's not about who starts; it's about who finishes.
Finishes. It's all.
That's my
Yeah.
point. Yeah, Alfred has his position, and his position been working for the amount of money we're paying him. Get over it. He's gonna be here today. He's gonna be here tomorrow. And if you keep talking about paying him, they might bring him next year. So just stop giving him the energy.
We're gonna do something else with our talent. We ain't coming back here.
Yeah, hopefully.
I say one thing. I don't think Leon Rose and them are going to spare any costs next year. I think.
Man, I hope
this.
they even
They
make it.
can't go back. They can't go backwards. They're going to go forward. So
If they don't, man,
Question,
it's lit for them.
question, CP. Do you think we have the team that will accept like Luca in? Like, let's say Luca coming in from another country and coming out of nowhere in the
he's gonna
middle of
earn
the
it.
whole
I think
season.
he's going to earn it. I think he's going to have to earn. He's going to earn it. He's like in anything walk of life, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have personalities that you go into a room. You have to earn the respect. You know what I mean? He gonna have to
He
ingratiate
looks like a leader.
themselves.
He looks
Yeah,
like
but
a
wait.
leader.
Let me finish.
Sorry, sorry.
I was watching the Slam magazine interview with RJ and Randall, and Randall was talking about, they were on a plane or bus, whatever, and RJ was like, "Can I sit here next to Randall?" And he didn't know any better, and he was like, "Yeah, go ahead, Rook." And then they became friends, ever since. They watched game film together and so forth and so on. And so the thing was, just like this locker room, I think because it's so tight, whatever, you have to buy in. You have to buy into the coach. You have to buy into the players, and so forth and so on. So it might be adjustment. We'll see. We'll see.
Can I take my stab at this, please? Listen, Luca has one person to impress, and that is Tibbs. If Tibbs gives him minutes and he goes out there and he plays defense and he knocks down his open shots that gets kicked to him, Luca will have no problem adjusting to the New York Knicks. Period. Point blank.
By the way, you guys heard that before Kobe passed away, he actually traveled to the FIBA tournament, the one that Frank won a bronze for France. And he mentioned Luca in one interview. He was like, "I like this talent, this young kid's talent." Back then, I believe he was like 17 or 18. But hold on, Ian Begley just tweeted. Give me a second. I think they just made it official. Luca's official.
Well, Luca already
It's
provides
been
spacing.
official since yesterday.
He provides. Yeah, it was beneficial.
No,
He
it
provides,
was a mutual
all right.
contract, but it was like
Nah,
word
it
to
was
word. It
official
was not.
yesterday. Announced the contract.
Yeah, but it was like it was not like a written contract. It was
Yeah,
like
it was written. They had the
like a
terms and
handshake type of
everything.
thing.
They gave the
No,
terms and everything.
no. G, I think what he's saying is that the Knicks have not made it official, like statement. Yes, you're right. You're both
Oh,
right.
the Knicks didn't make an official
Yeah,
statement.
yeah,
No,
official statement. Yeah,
because it was
yeah.
the agent.
What was
The agent is probably trying to get some clout, and then they called them for the first time he ever got a call from ESPN, from everybody. So the agent said, "Yeah, we talked to the late," but in reality, the New York Knicks PR hasn't come out and give out the
Yeah,
contract
yeah,
because
yeah.
again,
It
you
was
got to
a
give him
press
the
release.
They want to
physical.
It
give
was
him, they
You
want to
got
give
to
him
give
his
him the
jersey and all
physical.
that.
He just
All that
applied
shit.
for his green card, so we got to the green card is like it's gonna take a whole week for the green card, but hopefully we'll just put him in a jet and he get here as soon as possible. But he got to get a physical before all this and
He
COVID
got to sit
protocol.
out 14 days for COVID. He's not
Nah,
playing
that's
on
too
the New
much.
York
That's
Knicks.
too much.
yeah,
Somebody said
yeah.
6 days. Give me 7 days. The New
He's
York.
not. He's
He's a,
not.
he's
He
an
got. He
essential
got to sit
worker.
14
He's an
days.
essential worker. He's an
Listen,
essential worker. The state of New York needs Luca. So don't come
listen.
with that.
We need him for what? Need him next season. He's not playing this
Luca
year.
right now is more important than Cuomo or De Blasio. Right? So like what the Knicks
Wait,
do?
what?
Hey, let
I
me
think
tell you
there's a
something.
joke in here.
Hey, Frizzy. I love Nick Gas. I do. But he got some wild.
Wow, bro. And
I
so
can
so
tell
that's
when
what
he's
I'm
being
saying.
funny.
So sometimes, but since he's a great young comedian, right? So we got to give him credit for that part, right? So sometimes when he's talking, he's in his serious bag, but it's like kind of got you on the edge. kind of like in a Cat Williams kind of way. Like,
It's a
is he
little
being
cringy.
serious?
It's a little
Yeah,
cringy.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
little
yeah,
cringy.
yeah. Cause so shout out to Big Fella. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up with cats like him, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why I asked him to read the
Yeah.
room. And if he read this room, he would see those jokes really wouldn't land here.
Right. Yeah, a lot
Hey,
of
yo,
them.
hey,
A
yo,
lot, and
dude.
it's not because they're not funny, but because the setting. You like,
This not the audience for that.
Yeah. Like he'd say something funny, and I'm like, yo, I know you ain't say that, and I just said R.J. Barrett had 2 fouls in the first 37 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Hey, yo,
So
on Chop It Up, that dude spoke for 3 straight hours by himself, man.
by himself, bro. By himself.
I was like,
man. You got it's show business, man. You
Yeah.
got you got
Dude was
15
talking
people. You
about-
gotta treat them like it's 100. So when 100 pull up, you don't get all grandiose.
fool, you
Right.
just like to talk, man. You like to hear yourself, man, talk.
Right.
There's a
And me
difference.
too something, especially when it comes to the Knicks, bro.
Facts.
Oh, hey, CP the artist. Let me make the announcement. So I recruited the talents of CP the artist to work on the branding for Chop It Up. Right.
God, I wish you didn't.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I recruited CP the artist to do the branding for Chop It Up. So so a lot of improvements soon come for Chop It Up. Right. So we're gonna have some other stuff. CP the artist graciously accepted the challenge. So we will go from the little guy to competing with the Joe Budden podcast before you know it. Right. Thanks to CP the artist. And listen, I have total faith in CP the artist because Chop It Up legit is the best idea I think I've ever. Well, aside from holla at my girl Mocha, I bought her a little thing. You know, I was, back in the day, like 30 years ago, man, I used to be in my bag, bro. I saw the little Caribbean honey. I was like, hey, what you doing for the rest of your life?
Who was president back then? Bill Clinton?
Ronald Reagan.
Bush
Jr.
No.
Senior.
Yeah, I think.
Wow, the CIA guy.
Yeah. I think he was president when I first met her. You know what I'm saying,
man? Look,
but
Chop It Up
anyway.
is gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot of work, bro.
And now we're gonna build it. We're gonna build it organic.
We're gonna have to talk behind the scenes, man. But it's gonna have to.
Bro, it's one of the best ideas that I think I ever came up with. Right. But anyway, what I want to do is not make it seem as if I'm pushing a product here, but I'm kind of pushing a product so that those that are interested can have an outlet. This is something different, bro.
Join Uncle Free's network in shameless plug, but whatever. You got to promote it.
Yeah.
Yo, go subscribe to Chop It Up right now. We got to have at least 200 subscribers because we, support the brother. He's bringing up platforms so we can be able to talk about our things.
And this and so Chop It Up, no lie, is my first love. Anybody who knows what first love is, you know what I'm saying, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Like the Knicks channel was my second love, right? But Chop It Up was my first love, and I think it's one of those deals, like these conversations I'm trying to avoid right here. On Chop It Up, you can legit have those conversations, right? So I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the
my first love.
Okay, Avant. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and Kiki.
I
Yeah,
need
so
you to relax, yo. I need you to relax because you declare you're not fluid
because
you can't be
the
up here
NBA
with us
season,
singing no love song.
The NBA season
Hold
is
on,
not.
man. I'm an entertainer, bro. I'm an
The
entertainer,
NBA season
man.
is not at hand.
Yeah. Actually, he's the one who kind of inspired my name, CP the artist, because you see, I always had problems with my my biological father, and I never wanted to give him the credit for my success. And my real name was conflicted with my mentor. I have a mentor named Charlie Palmer
CP,
here in Atlanta.
CP. Yeah.
And CP the artist was more brandable because it
But
was
that's
easier
not the
to
most
remember.
famous Charlie like ever known, though.
For the love of Mike, we get so sappy so fast on this joint, man. So RJ Barrett had 2 fouls, first 37 seconds.
That blew the game for us.
Yep.
Well, next man up. We had Alec Burks. What'd he do? Oh, I'm sorry.
He was
Over
terrible.
7.
Yeah.
Over 7. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's the
You
thing,
ain't
man. And that's the
you
thing.
did.
And that's the thing, right?
So in
So
fairness,
we're gonna
fairness-
extend these dudes next year.
well, hold on. In fairness, I'm an athlete that had to use my lungs. I am a track star. I had to. We went
Star,
to
bro.
She
Star.
keeps running
All
like a
American.
track star.
All
She's running,
American.
but she can't
All
get
American.
far.
So
Oh my God!
we used to go to Denver. We used to
Is
go
that
to
what you
Denver.
want?
We used to go to Denver in the summer to train. And it's just a different experience, man. It's just a different type of oxygen. They breathe a different type of air. It's rare air. And you know, it's a lot, man, that you just can't expect to win. You just don't want to. This is why when we looked at the schedule and said it's going to be tough, and we maybe thought it was going to be tough for us to stay in 8th place or 10th place or whatever. Now it's tough for us to stay in 4th place. Now we see how real it is, and these other teams need to play to win. And LA Lakers is losing all these games. And so the last thing they want to do is say they lost to the Knicks, LeBron. So we about to get the team. We're about to get everybody's best.
Yep.
That Jokic came out and gave us his best last night.
Yep.
Facts.
And
He's
so
an
did the
MVP.
referees.
He's
And
an
so did the
MVP. He's the leading MVP. You know what I mean? So what you gonna do, man?
No,
What you
it's
gonna do?
CP and GI. You know what? Another thing about a good thing that you could take out of last night's game, that a lot of the guys that we've been throwing money on them. We've been saying Reggie Bullock deserves this. Bring back Alec Burks for $20 million. Bring back Taj Gibson for $20 million. Like we just been throwing bags. Well, what last game showed me was, okay, you could come. You, thank you for your service. Hey, Luka, come through. Make sure you perform on this. Like Luka could perform right now, but he has only 1 year guarantee, meaning that like if he's total, like very garbage, he's gonna be an asset for a trade. But if he's good, we could still keep him. But a lot of the guys that didn't perform yesterday, I don't want to see them in the team next year.
So Danielle says, we just lost. No excuses. Stop blaming the refs.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Danielle. That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Clearly, though.
Take that,
clearly.
Nah, the
Take
ref
that,
will against us.
Clearly, this person didn't hear the stuff leading up to that statement. You know what I'm saying? You know how people come in on the ass end of the conversation and be like, "You're wrong."
They just clicked the link.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
yo, Brad, man, I will always associate
CP the
you
artist
with
love.
that
And
song,
you ever had
man.
that friend? You ever had that friend that just come in heavy footed like CP the artist? Like you be talking and they just legit just stomp all over everybody and just take the vibe and switch it up.
Yeah, and sportcasters, they talk about that. They be like, "Yo, I want to make these calls. Like, I want to make the home run call."
Hey,
and like Michael K for the Yankees, because I don't.
Can I respond to Jay Giant? Jay Giant, you do have a point.
Gas.
No, because they're going hard on the chat on me.
Gas.
The chat's killing me.
Gas. Gi was talking.
I'm sorry, Gi.
Yeah, and I just said something about CP smushing up the room, like jumping over, and Gi was talking just now, and you was like, "Yo, you ain't even say, hey, Gi, can I jump in here for a sec?" You just like jumped all over my because we try not to do that to you or to CP. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes for a better flow of conversation, and for the listeners that are listening, it comes through cleaner in their audio. That's how we try not to come through with Sasquatch feet. And I know CP the artist has made it a style. Him and Hoodie Cav.
But sick in the concrete.
But Gi was legit talking. He had waited all that time And then as soon as he started talking, he got cut off.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's
Gi, I'm
beauty.
sorry. I know, Gi, I know that you don't need nobody to have your back, bro, but I felt like it was necessary in this moment.
Thunder.
Yeah, because I want to so I want Nick Gas to know I'm being patient with him because I know it's been I've been on a few channels with him and I've seen things get ugly and I don't even want to bring it up again. I just want to let it die.
He's my ally. I appreciate you. You my ally.
Yeah, but you do from I don't know if you watch, you know, Noriega Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta relax, bro. You just gotta relax.
Yeah.
But and respectfully, I say that respectfully. I forget where we were. Go ahead, Nick Gas, is all yours.
Yeah, Nick Gas. CP, don't interrupt him either.
He's a track star. He run away when it get hard.
Oh man, don't be singing that in the background while I'm talking, man. That's weird. Jay just mentioned that one game doesn't mean we're gonna like blame all the guys. No, I'm not saying that. But at the same time, there's guys that like RJ. RJ could he's not in his full potential. So RJ next year he might be a bigger RJ. You know, Randall, he's not in his full potential. Like he might show us another Randall next year. But Reggie Bullock is not going to give me more than what he's giving me now. Alec Burks is not going to give me more than what he's giving me now. Ayton, the same thing. So there's guys that they're showing who they are. You know, like Taj Gibson is amazing. Taj Gibson is the mantra, and I've always been saying it. But Taj Gibson is not going to give me more. He doesn't have any more in the tank. So that's what I'm saying. Like next year, I want better talent to replace those type of guys. Sorry about
that. Okay. Hey guys, with that said, man, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wrap right here, man, because
glad I get to check in. Yo, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I need Free Keith to pull up. Free Keith, where you at, homie? Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
CP daughters.
Come on, man! You giving me songs, man. You remember that Alexander O'Neal and what's her face? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what Gi just said just now because
he said Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right. Love. Right. Remember that?
I have to be patient with them. I have to be patient with them, but I don't think y'all realize Freezy. Y'all pushed him at the width of his patience this evening. You guys got to really read the room, but it seems like you're having a hard time doing that. But right. I thank you because the more y'all act up, the more I know I'll have a spot on the show. So it's competition, you know. And,
yo, Uncle Freeze, when we doing Shop It Up?
Cutting y'all heads off.
Shop It Up.
So what we'll probably do is what I want to do is come up with a topic, right? And so the topic that I'm leaning towards right now is who is God, right? God. And the reason why the reason why I want to do that is because I know I'm
not responsible for this content.
Right. Nah. And the reason why I want to address it is because there are groups of people that I feel like don't get the credit they deserve for being entrenched in a belief system that is not, say, nationally accepted and things of that sort, right? So I want to talk about.
Do you want to close the Knicks morning drive out first and then have this conversation, or
nah. I'm just saying that's where I'm leaning. I'm not going to get in depth with
it. Deep.
Right, but there are sects of people that view God differently, and I think it that would turn into a very entertaining and enlightening conversation on how people view who God is.
It could turn into a disaster. It could turn into a disaster, man. I'm trying to
see it coming.
Let me brand you, man.
Keep that title spicy.
Hey, you know what? I am not afraid. This is
All
why
right.
we chop it up.
GI, you gotta cool up.
This is why we chop it up. And I got one for GI too that I want to do towards the end of the month. And it's basically what it's about is the decline in numbers for fraternities and churches and things like that. Why the numbers not are where they were in the 60s, 70s, and 80s versus where they are in the 2000s. Like why people are not invested. I mean, people pay their dues. People that join participate, but getting people they don't view things the same.
Well, I think people want drive-through churches now. Like I think if you go on Facebook, there's churches
gas. We gonna save it for chop it up, bro.
CP,
I'm just saying.
CP, what would be your title? CP, what would be your discussion?
Nah,
I want to know what CP got to think.
Go ahead.
So I gotta ask Gas like bro, legit. We gonna do this on Chop It Up. We ain't gonna do it on KMD. I don't mean this in no disrespectful way. I want to say peace.
That was just some cross branding, just a little something to taste the waters.
Yeah,
the whole appetite. You got to come to the other place.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I just want to. That's what we want to do. We want to keep Chop It Up separate, right? We ain't gonna get on Chop It Up and talk about the Knicks, right?
Wasn't the guys? Nobody gets kicked off more panels than him.
Right. Nah, he my guy. I got him. I just had to pause him so he can let me speak. Right. So the thing is we probably gonna do Chop It Up, but you know what? I gotta do the thumbnail. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff before we, you know what I'm saying? It takes work before you go live.
I gotta think about if I want to go get down with this one, Fred.
Hey, so GI, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. I had another topic a dude brought to me. He was like, a dude told me that you guys that go to college sell y'all soul to be in corporate America and fit in.
Oh, I want in on that one.
Wow.
Yes.
So I want to tell my stories. I want in that one.
Yeah, so that's one that I'm also working on. What I want to do.
And I'm gonna bring my 24-year-old son, who now is working against anti-assimilation, who works for Apple, on his way to, once the pandemic is over, on his way to Cali, and he wears black Apple t-shirts and wears his afro out. Right. And so I want to have that conversation how me and him, both corporate, both got college degrees, but I wanted to wear my bow ties and be sharp, and he wants his culture to be felt in the office, and I always was okay being part of the stuffy office politics. We got to do that.
We got to do that because a dude called me Sambo.
Ouch.
And you know what? And so as a leader, I'm like, hey man, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, your point of view and all that stuff. But then, but on the inside, Uncle Freezy was like, this white boy wants to here, I'll slap you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's what Uncle Freezy was thinking, right? But it wasn't the white guy that said it. You know, of course, you know, it was somebody that black that said it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how it is. So we needed.
I got a multitude on that one, man.
So CP for one, I don't want you to say other names when we together. I want you to go by CP the artist, nothing else. Okay.
What are you talking about? What do you mean go by other names?
Bro, you was just about to get in your bag about alternate names, man. Bro, come on, bro. GI.
No, that was
GI. When we together, bro, I would love it if you go by GI. Is that okay?
Yeah. No, I love GI.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm saying. So when we go from here to chop it up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stay GI. Oh no, I'm GI in the black sector. I hang out. It's 0.5. You know 0.5? You ever see him in the chat? He should stick out to you.
Yeah.
Me and him roll around in what's called the black sector of YouTube too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to incorporate. We want to reach into that realm and get opinions and have people feel like they can come to a safe place to express their opinions.
Oh no, I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna bring your audience.
Right,
your audience. Now,
I
sometimes
got
people
some.
gonna start arguing, but that brings for good views. But
Yeah, and then plus you learn stuff. You learn stuff.
yeah,
CP,
You
the
know what I'm saying?
artist, is not responsible for the content of Chop
Stop
It
being
Up.
scared, bro. Hey,
He is
I
he
forgot about Nick Gas. Nick Gas, I swear to God, I forgot. I'm sorry.
CP, the artist, is only a consultant. Only a
Yep.
Big Gas,
consultant
what up,
role.
baby?
They won't let me in.
If you afraid of these real these real conversations, bro,
I am. I am.
I'll drive
I
to
am.
Atlanta and bring you a dog.
Oh yeah, Pitbull, please.
If you nervous, join the service.
Yep.
If you scared, get a dog.
You
But hey,
scared, go
thank
to
you,
church.
thank you, Nick's family for tuning in again. I promise you, I'm trying to keep this thing separate, but at the same time, just want to make sure that you know and are aware that there are other things available for your viewing pleasure for you to engage in, right?
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with Uncle Freezy, baby.
Facts.
So thank
Big
y'all for tuning in. Anthony D, I need your telephone
Anthony
number, bro.
D, salute, big bro.
Anthony D, I need your telephone number, bro, so that I can text you this stuff to bring you aware, to let you be aware of all these things, that's going on. And
AD,
it's not, and it's just not.
AD is Jamaican. You have to WhatsApp him.
I have to do what?
CP, are you gonna reveal your
WhatsApp him?
face? CP, are you gonna reveal your face for the playoff? I want to see your face.
Pause. Man.
Pause.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in.
CP went live many times.
Yeah.
How does CP look? Because he be
I'm sexy,
on that
man.
class.
I'm sexy. That's all you gotta know.
Hey,
I'm
yo.
sexy.
I don't
What?
care how you look.
All right, I'm gonna just end this live stream right here
Romeo
before
Santos,
things
CP.
get
You
creepy.